Can you guess which country houses a staggering 1.5 billion people, each contributing to a vibrant tapestry of cultures, languages, and traditions? Yes, it's India. A land where every state, every city, every village has its own unique story to tell. India's cultural diversity is not just a fact, it's a phenomenon. A vast array of ethnicities, religions, and languages come together to create a country that is as diverse as it is unified. A country where you can hear the call to prayer from a mosque, the ringing of bells from a temple, and the hymns from a church, all in the same neighborhood. India's linguistic diversity is equally impressive. With over 2,000 distinct languages spoken across the nation, it's like a living, breathing linguistic library. Each language, with its unique script, idioms, and expressions, adds a distinct flavor to the cultural mosaic of India. But the diversity doesn't stop there. Indian cuisine is a gastronomic adventure, changing dramatically from region to region. From the spicy curries of the north to the tangy rasam of the south, the sweet desserts of the east to the robust flavors of the west, the Indian palate is as diverse as its people. And then there are the celebrations. In India, life is a constant celebration. Each festival, be it Diwali, Eid, Christmas, or Pongal, is a riot of colors, sounds, and emotions. The dances, the music, the clothes, the food, everything reflects the rich cultural heritage of the region and the unity in its diversity. India's cultural diversity is not just about differences, it's about unity, it's about respect, it's about understanding, it's about coexistence, it's about learning from each other and growing together as a nation, as a people. Diversity is the one true thing we all have in common, and India is a shining example of this universal truth. India's cultural practices have roots that stretch back millennia. Let's time travel to ancient India and explore some of these age-old customs. Imagine stepping into a world where each greeting is more than just a simple hello. Here, the traditional namaste is used, which in India's ancient language means I greet the divine within you. This gesture, usually accompanied by folded hands and a nod, is more than a greeting. It's a sign of respect and a recognition of shared humanity. Now let's shift our attention to the hauntingly beautiful sounds of Vedic chanting, an oral tradition that has been passed down from generation to generation for over 3,000 years. These ancient scriptures of Hinduism are not just read, but sung in a rhythmic pattern that transcends time and space. The chants are more than religious texts. They represent a deep philosophical understanding of the universe and our place within it. Our journey wouldn't be complete without a nod to the ancient practice of yoga, which originated in India over 5,000 years ago. The word yoga means to join or unite, symbolizing the connection between individual consciousness and the universal consciousness. This practice has evolved over the centuries, but its goal remains the same: achieving inner peace and enlightenment. Now imagine a world where games like chess, originally known as chaturanga, and parchisi or ludo, have been popular for centuries. These games, integral to social gatherings and family bonding, originated in India, adding another layer to the rich tapestry of Indian culture. Even after thousands of years, these ancient practices continue to hold meaning in modern India. From the daily namaste to the rhythmic chants of the Vedas, from the mind and body alignment in yoga to the strategic thinking in traditional games, these customs are more than just traditions. They are the foundations upon which the vibrant, diverse, and enduring culture of India is built. India's cultural richness shines through in its dance forms and traditional games, both of which are as varied as the country itself. Let's begin with the dance, a language of expression that transcends words and speaks directly to the soul. India, being the culturally diverse nation that it is, boasts a plethora of dance forms, each with its own unique style and significance. Folk dances, the heartbeat of rural India, are as varied as the country's landscapes. From the energetic Bhangra of Punjab to the graceful Kathakali of Kerala, these dances are often tied to harvest seasons, religious festivals, and community celebrations, adding to their cultural richness. Then there are the classical dances, the epitome of Indian tradition, each rooted in the ancient scriptures of Natya Shastra. Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi, Manipuri, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam, and Satriya are the 7 Indian classical dance forms recognized by Sangeet Natak Akademi. These dances are not just art forms, but also spiritual disciplines that narrate stories from Hindu mythology, creating a harmonious blend of rhythm, expression, and devotion. Not to forget, the Bollywood dance, a vibrant mix of Indian classical, folk, and Western dance forms. Its energetic moves and colorful costumes have captured the hearts of millions worldwide, making it a global phenomenon. Moving on from the dance floor to the game board, let's talk about traditional Indian games. Chess, known as chaturanga in ancient India, is believed to have originated here in the 6th century. This strategy game, which simulates a battlefield, has stood the test of time and continues to be popular worldwide. Another game that traces its roots back to India is Parcheesi, also known as Ludo. This fun, family-friendly game was originally called Pachisi and was popular among Indian royalties. Today, it's a favorite pastime for many, enjoyed by kids and adults alike. From the dance floor to the game board, India's cultural practices are a celebration of life and community. India's cultural diversity is not just seen and heard, but also worn. Indian attire, with its myriad colors and styles, tells a story of its own. The traditional clothing in India weaves a rich tale of history, region, and culture, resulting in an array of styles as diverse as the people themselves. Let's begin with the men's attire. The dhoti, a rectangular piece of cloth wrapped around the waist and legs, and the kurta, a loose shirt falling to the knees, are common traditional garments. The color white often dominates, symbolizing purity and peace. In some parts of India, men also wear turbans, not just as a symbol of honor and respect, but also as a practical measure to protect the head from the harsh sun. On the other hand, Indian women's clothing is a vibrant display of colors, patterns, and textures. The sari, an 18 feet long piece of fabric, is perhaps the most iconic. Draped in various styles across different regions, each sari tells a unique story of tradition and personal style. From the exquisite silks of South India to the embroidered cottons of the North, the diversity of saris mirrors the country's cultural richness. Another popular attire is the gagra or garara, a full skirt paired with a blouse and a stole. The intricate designs and vibrant colors of these garments are a feast for the eyes. The salwar kameez, consisting of baggy trousers and a feminine-styled kurta, offers a comfortable and versatile alternative to the sari. Modern India continues to innovate, creating contemporary, stylized versions of these traditional garments. Today you'll find saris with digital prints, kurtas paired with jeans, and fusion dresses that blend Western and Indian styles. Each piece of clothing, from the humble dhoti to the elegant sari, carries a piece of India's cultural soul. They are not just pieces of fabric, but expressions of identity, tradition, and the vibrant diversity that makes India what it is. Clothing in India is not just about fashion, it's a reflection of the country's rich cultural tapestry. Culture is not static, it evolves. And in India, this evolution has been a fascinating journey from ancient customs to modern adaptations. The cultural practices and traditions of India have always been a melting pot of the old and the new. One of the most visible evolutions is in the sphere of clothing. The quintessential Indian sari, a long, draped garment worn by women, has seen countless variations over the centuries. Today, this traditional attire coexists with modern, Western-style clothing in an eclectic mix that reflects India's diversity and adaptability. The same goes for men's clothing, with the traditional dhoti and kurta sharing wardrobe space with jeans and t-shirts. India's rich dance tradition, too, has adapted, with classical forms like Kathak and Bharatanatyam finding expression in contemporary dance styles. Indian cinema, popularly known as Bollywood, has played a significant role in this evolution, incorporating traditional dance moves into modern choreography, thereby creating a unique fusion that is now recognized worldwide. Even traditional Indian games have found a place in the modern world. Chess, an ancient Indian strategy game, is played internationally today. Similarly, Parcheesi, an Indian board game, has inspired popular games like Ludo. The ancient practice of yoga has also morphed to fit the needs of the modern world. It is now a globally recognized form of exercise and meditation that promotes physical and mental well-being. The Namaste greeting, a sign of respect and acknowledgement of the divine in every individual, has now found global acceptance, especially in the backdrop of the current health crisis, as a safe and respectful form of greeting. These are just a few examples of how India's rich and diverse culture has adapted and evolved, embracing change while staying rooted in tradition. The country's ability to balance the old with the new is a testament to its resilience and dynamism. As we journey from ancient to modern India, we see a culture that has evolved while staying true to roots, a culture as diverse as its people, as vibrant as its traditions, and as resilient as its spirit.